Nothing symbolizes the cruelty of the Taliban quite like the empty niches of the Bamiyan Buddhas, dynamited in 2001 for being un-Islamic. In those days, many Hazara people were massacred. Now they live in peace, but violence is increasing just beyond the provincial borders. And at next week's Kabul conference, they fear international endorsement of talks with the Taliban.
The people of Bamiyan live with the reminder of what the Taliban did every day. No wonder they're so frightened about the Taliban coming back. On the one hand, they need the government to do some kind of deal so the roads coming into their province can be secure again. But on the other, they fear that if the Taliban gets any influence back in Kabul, then it's they, the Hazara, especially the women, who are going to suffer the most.
Their champion, Afghanistan's only female provincial governor. She's presiding over a security meeting, trying to get officials from the neighbouring province of Baghlan to halt attacks by the Taliban. Politicians in Kabul are saying there has to be some give and take.
There was a minister the other day who said, well, sorry about the women, but they are going to have to accept to be sacrificed for the greater good of getting peace with the Taliban.
Why they are not doing the sacrifice? Always we women should do the sacrifice. So always women on the war, during the war and during the conflict, and for a long period in Afghanistan women sacrificed. So this is enough, I think.
They have a lot to lose. In Bamiyan, nearly half the girls now go to school, far more than in other provinces. At a local secondary school, young women are training to be teachers. Families here won't let adolescent girls study with male teachers. The girls told me that's why they want to teach, so others can go to school.
Here in Afghanistan, there are men who don't like women to study. They just want them to be housewives. But in my view, women and men are equal. Men think women can't do anything, but we want to break this barrier and tell them we're human beings too. Forget teaching, we can also be engineers or doctors. We can be president or governor.
After that, it's the responsibility.
Their governor spends a lot of time on the road. The province has just 4 miles of tarmac. The rest is dirt and stones.
Oh, your roads are quite bumpy.
Yeah, this road is very bumpy.
She visits a Japanese-funded road-building project. Only now have international donors started to fund roads in Bamiyan. They give more money to turbulent provinces like Helmand, where they need to win hearts and minds. She says Bamiyan has been penalised for being peaceful.
So why has it taken so long to build the road? Why not till now?
Yeah, till now, because it was very, very difficult to convince the international community and central government to draw their attention for building the road here and also for development in Bamiyan. There were so many other things important for them, and especially security was one of the things that it was important for everyone.
Few have running water in Bamiyan. The children have to collect it from the spring every morning. People are desperately poor. Children die of preventable diseases. There's no mains electricity, and the national plan for electrification to be presented at the Kabul conference bypasses Bamiyan. There just aren't enough powerful Hazaras to lobby central government. Local elder Baba Musini told me how he fought the Russians and escaped the Taliban. He's happy now Bamiyan is at peace, but he's cynical about President Karzai, who he thinks will sell out the Hazaras to his fellow Pashtuns, the Taliban.
The reason is this: Mr. Karzai wants only Pashtuns to be in power. He's a Pashtunist. And another reason, he lied to us many times.
But in Bamiyan they live in hope. A German-funded team has erected scaffolding to stabilise the niche where the female Buddha once stood. 3 stories further up in the caves, Japanese conservationists are trying to preserve what remains of the paintings. The Taliban systematically scratched off their faces. Foreign aid has started to flow here, and Amir Foladi is planning to bring tourists to Bamiyan.
What we are doing now, it is because of the hope we have. the situation will be better, should have many people to come. So in that case, if situation is getting worse, so it is not worry about what we are losing, but it is a worry about how we will survive.
The governor visits a family who'll have to move to make way for a new road. Her priority is development, but she's worried that the Kabul conference, to which she hasn't been invited, will herald the withdrawal of NATO troops and international disengagement from Afghanistan.
They came here to help and to support Afghan people, so it will be very unfair if they leave again like that.
As the rest of Afghanistan grows more violent, Bamiyan remains peaceful. But the Hazaras ask, for how long?